Hi, this is Anthony Biondo of WeLink Internet. And me and my beautiful wife would like to wish you all a very
happy holidays.
And don't forget to listen for that door, because I'll be knocking.
Very soon. Ding dong.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Michael Leonetti Variety Show. Another show. We're getting towards the end of the year. And I got a special, beautiful show lined up today. I got my family that I brought in to talk about a lot of great stuff. And before I go any further, let me introduce my wonderful sponsors. Once again, Bob Kellogg. I spoke to him a couple days ago. He's sounding great on the phone. And starting in January, I'm going to do a split screen so everybody can see the magnificent Mr. Bob Kellogg. Bobby, I want you to have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And make sure you don't hit the sauce on New Year's Eve. I worry about you, pal. Easy on that booze. Now I'm only teasing. And your lovely wife. I also like to thank WeLink. WeLink, wonderful people. I wish to God they can come into my neighborhood. I'm so sick and tired of my internet. But Anthony, my brother, is the CEO of WeLink, and he really can control that. And if anything to make your dreams come true, I'm going to tell you, he's the guy to do it. But it's got to be in your neighborhood. I like to thank, and Susie Trumps. I got to say about Susie, what a wonderful girl. She's a sweetheart. You know what I mean? She had that fight movie, and then she changed it midstream, and she wanted to advertise her promotion where she wants to go and play for people. She doesn't want to charge any money. She has a calling for the Lord. And a lot of people that see that, it's very, very important. Another place I like to mention, remember my old place, my mother's house, a place called Brunello's. Brunello's, am I saying that correctly? Brunello's. They bought it. They switched it around. We were there for dinner last night. In fact, we're going there New Year's Eve. Very quaint little Italian restaurant. The food is great. You know what I mean? And I wish them all the luck in the world. I hope to God that they make it, because let's face it, the restaurant business is very difficult. We lasted 7 years through the grace of God, and $1 million that I invested. But anyway, outside of that, don't forget to subscribe, to hit the button, jump up and down, smack your wife, do whatever you got to do to make sure that you subscribe, because this goes to thousands of people. People say, what the hell I got to subscribe for? I get it anyway. But it helps build the channel. And don't forget my book, okay? Deceit, Corruption, and Cover-Up. Okay, it was a story of my life. All the money goes to St. Jude's Children's Hospital, and again, what a blessing. When I wrote that book, that was the kind of a closure of my life, because I got a chance to tell my side of the story. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I covered everything, and today's going to be something special, so I would like to introduce, for the duration of this show, my family. To the left of me is the matriarch of my home. All right. My lovely second half. She's the most sweetest, wonderfulest woman I've ever met in my entire life, and she shows me the prenup every day she wakes up. She says, make sure that you see the sign. I say, yes, honey, I know all about that. And then I take my prenup out and say, let me show you mine. I said, and that's Laura. What an honor to have you, honey, on the show today, because she didn't want to come. She says, I ain't going. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. That's your show, like the restaurant. Just leave me alone. But I said, it's very important to have her here, because she has 3 wonderful, great grandchildren, a lovely daughter, a lovely granddaughter, and she's going to say some nice things. To the right of me, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, is my brother. He's the only man that I know that makes coffee nervous. The only man. I had a cup of coffee today, I had a picture of him, and the coffee started shaking. It was shaking. And that's my brother Anthony, who took this restaurant, took the restaurant, because he never paid. He took it to another level, because when you got an Italian brother and you give him a bill, they throw it up to you for the rest of your life. So it was cheaper for me to say, it's all right, Aunt, it's on my house. And he took about 100 of his most intimate friends on my dime. So thank you, Aunt, I appreciate that. Next to him is his lovely wife. Now, let me tell you about this young lady. She is the most prettiest, most wonderful sister-in-law a man could ever possibly have. I mean, she is absolutely She never liked me till this very day. She still judges me.
Such a liar.
I had that Rolls Royce. She wouldn't even look at it. She said, "Come on, Anthony, we gotta go. We gotta go. Come and take a look at it." But as time went on, I kind of grew on her like a mole. You know, I grew on this girl, and you know, and she had the mole removed from her face, and she stuck it on her head, as you can see. So you can see that she put that mole right on her dome.
He has an issue with buns. He's an issue with buns.
Well, you know something? Last week, Laura and I, we went to Cindy Domeni's wonderful home. Jesus, God in heaven, what a place! And it was the A Wonderful Life with Jim Stewart. I have learned so much from that guy who played the little boy. He was 4 years old, ladies and gentlemen, when he did that movie. He didn't even remember the movie, to be very honest with you. He didn't even remember. And he was 80 years old, so that was 84 years ago. Because I think it was 1947 when they did It's a Wonderful Life, and they lost the money. Now, that's the most unbelievable movie. That's one of my favorite movies. And one of my other favorite movies was A Miracle on 34th Street. Now, I don't know if you ever seen that with Edmund Wynn. Now, there was a couple of them, but that was like with Natalie Wood when she was just a kid. Now, if you people remember the movie, because I remember the movie, trust me when I'm telling you. Do you remember when Santa Claus sat on lap and the girl that was from Notre Dame, the mother says, "Listen, I told her that he won't understand you." And she says, "But Mommy, I believe it's Santa Claus." And he looks at her and he says something in German. I believe it was German. Well, those days of 1947, they never did subtitles. I don't know if you ever know that, but they didn't do subtitles those days. And you know what she said? I was surprised. What she actually said, "What do you want for Christmas?" And the kid said, "I don't want anything. I was adopted by these wonderful people." And then he starts singing that German song. And I never knew that. And then on the movie, and because this is a Christmas show, this is a Christmas show. Rick, do me a favor, give me a wide shot so I can, thank you very much.
We're joined.
Yeah, I want you to be,
We're back. I'm nice.
I'm glad everybody's so choked up. So with Jimmy Stewart, when everybody ran to the bank because the Potter says, sell. He said, "Potter will give you 50 cents on the dollar. Well, come on, give me my money." And the woman says, "How much do you want?" And Jimmy Stewart said, "Give me $17.50. Well, Frank Capra, the director, said to her, change up. Jimmy ain't gonna want to. It was supposed to be just give me $18. That's all I need." She said, "Surprise him." And Jimmy Stewart jumped over and grabbed her and kissed her. She said, "I just need $17.50. So those movies, I mean, they touch me.
They touch me. They're classics.
Yeah.
Hello.
Do you remember his name?
Sammy.
Do you remember his name?
Sammy.
What was his name?
Sammy.
Sam what?
I don't know the last
You said you know the movie. That was Sam Wainwright. That was Sam Wainwright. Sam Wainwright. That was his name. Did you know that? What was your what's your favorite Christmas movie, Hank?
My favorite Christmas movie. Wow, I got so many of them. I have to say,
Frosty the Snowman.
Well, you talking back in the day or or now?
Well,
today?
give me back in the day. Any day.
Rudolph. I love Rudolph.
It reminded me of you.
Yeah, it did.
The red nose right there. Well, let me tell you something, pal.
You remind me of the abominable snow monster.
No, with that banana you got, let me tell you, you can go on the Express, what's the train? That movie? The Polar Express. And you can see, they put a light on that banana. Let me tell you, you'll see from here to California.
I love them.
What a great, oh my God, it happened. Poor Rick Manning, he's going like this. He's shaking his head. Oh my God. He said, oh my God. He said, "I got to put one up with this guy another 2 years." Unbelievable.
You know, the other day, I thought of you. I watched Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Yeah?
What'd you think of him?
What'd you think of me?
Because you said you were watching it not too long ago. And you said, "Hey, I guess what I was watching." What's the guy's name that hosts it in the beginning?
Oh, it's
But you know his name.
Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Yeah.
he hosts. Hold on, I can't. He danced. He sang. Fred Astaire, I think
Fred
it was.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't
Some
Fred Astaire?
trainer, something.
Who?
What was the guy's name? In the
In the
beginning.
show or the person?
The
This
person.
ain't going nowhere.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
They're gonna keep
They'll have something to talk about.
I
Big discussion on Santa
I don't
Claus.
remember
They were serious.
me saying.
Serious.
I don't remember that Santa Claus is coming to town. I
just want to
surely.
make sure we're still in the same boat here.
Oh
If you
my God!
remember these.
No, I don't
Yeah,
remember.
yeah.
Honey, don't worry. We'll go home and watch it immediately.
Santa Claus is coming to town. I don't remember
He's
that.
looking on this thing. Where's this movie at?
No, you just, Anthony, I got to tell you, you're full of SHI. Once they get to know you, you can add the teeth. You know what I'm trying to say? Oh my God, in heaven.
That's funny.
Are you ready for Christmas Eve? I had a couple of people, I guess they got offended. I didn't invite them. And I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I don't have a house. I don't have 11,000 square foot home, like some people that I know. But, Christmas, this particular Christmas, you know what I mean? It's always I feel very atrabilious. If you don't know what the word atrabilious means, I mean, sometimes sad, melancholy, because many times, as the older that you get, you lose people. And I think back of my grandfather, my mother, my family, that they're my aunts and my uncles, and they're all gone, So anything that I have left, is the memories. And I said to Laura, Laura, she says, Michael, no more than 12 people. I said, okay.
Okay.
And then I said, well, what about, just sitting there by themselves. All right, how's that, 14? Well, what about them? It's a sin for them. They're nice people, they're all alone. Okay. And then I got people call me and say, I got a friend of mine. They all automatically invite somebody. You know what I mean? It's always
It's a +1 event.
Yeah, it is. And but that's it. 30. That's it. I'm done. 30 people. I'm done.
Yeah.
Right.
Is
I'm
it
done.
really?
No, that's it. I swear on my mother. I never swear on my mother.
Okay.
I'm done. 30 people. That's it. You know what I'm trying to say to you? And I said no gifts because we're very rich. I don't need gifts. Do you understand? I don't need them. I just friendship, sincere friendship.
Yeah.
Because everybody's your friend. They're all your friend, until you rub them the wrong way and then they'll talk about you. And that's the reality of it. There's only
That's the truth.
a couple of people like I got on one hand, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That when you say true friends, Acquaintances, I'd rather have acquaintances. You know why? Because if an acquaintance does you wrong, it doesn't make you feel bad.
Well, you know what they say? They say if you have at least one best friend, then you are a lucky man or woman, a blessed man or woman. If
It
you have
is.
just one, and that's true. Nowadays it is up to one, and that's
Used to be 3.
it used to be 3.
Yeah.
The going rate was 3 back
It went
then.
down to 1.
Now we're down to 1.
I went down to 1.
But it's true, and you just have to be with the ones that love you.
Well,
And
go ahead.
I will say that this, I mean, here we go in 2024, coming into 25, and this is a great time of year to really be, blessed in a lot of ways and say, wow, look what I went through the entire year. And then you look at who was with you during that time, and it's sometimes it's sad that still even people during this time is still just kind of like making the nails come out a little bit. And you shouldn't do that. You should look forward to a beautiful holiday coming up and a prosperous new year to say, this is how I want to be different. And I think it's best that, when you are turning around and your actions are always going to speak louder than your words.
Always.
That's true.
And it needs to be an amazing plus in you. If you just don't do those things that other people do, maybe start trying them and it'll make you really feel better. As a matter of fact, it reminds me, Michael, of the time I saw you did a podcast one time and you were talking about it, and I don't know if the people seen it or not, but if you would just real quick talk about the time when you were little and the guy was outside and your mom was in the house.
I can't. As much as I would love to, I can't because I'll cry. And I'm dead serious.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll cry. It was very, very difficult for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To tell that story. I don't know. I know people think I'm weak. I'm not weak. I'm far from weak.
No,
you come from where I went for many, many years. You come out like a pit bull.
Yeah.
But the lady in my life that threw the water on me to calm me down and to reach into my heart was Laura.
Yeah.
Laura's.
But we don't want you to cry because
No.
that's not a good sight.
No.
We'll all be crying.
Exactly. We really will.
It's hard. You know, it's a great story. I'm on the radio with it.
Yeah.
I had a radio show, and
Matter of fact, what I'll do is after this, I'll put the link below, and then if anybody wants to see that podcast that Mike did a while back about that story, we'll leave it at there.
because I
that?
think that would be to get the full thing.
Yeah.
It would be great because I went to the studio. I was by myself, and
Yeah.
I was with this other person that I was associated with, and the girl, she didn't feel good, so I said I'll take care of it.
Right.
And why I went there, I have no idea. You know what I mean? I have no idea why I went there, but it's a story that I'll never forget, and it will touch your heart. You know what I mean? And I do apologize because the older you get kind of sentimental, especially this time of year. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to sit, don't move. I want you to relax, and I want to thank that lady I tease with all the time. I always say, "Hey, lady, don't you move? Sit down." There's no lady out there. There's no lady out there. That lady died years ago, but I like to keep her memory. Sit down, lady. Don't move. It was a pick. Somebody's got a pig 8x10. We're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be right back. We're going to go back with Laura, and we're going to wrap up the show. I love it. Hey, lady, I can still see you. What am I going to do? We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Susie Trumps, and I am a Christian trumpet player for years. I play for women's retreats. I've also played for funerals. I do not charge. I am here to glorify God with the sound of the trumpet. I play a few other instruments that I would play. Again, there's no charge. I'm looking forward to hearing from you, and God bless you, and make it a great day.
Hi, this is Anthony from WeLink Internet, home of the super fast fiber optic speeds. Are you paying too much for your internet? Is your service super slow? Is your bill outrageous and keep going up? Well, look no further. Here at WeLink Internet, we got you covered. Not only do we have super fast speeds, unbelievable customer service, but our price is usually a lot lower than anyone else. Give me a call to see if your home is available, and I will give you 30 days free installation, and our routers will be absolutely included at no extra cost. Give me a call now to get you WeLink Internet.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. Christmas time, boy. What a time of year for me. I live for this time. You know what I mean? It's just there's a certain magic in here. Anyway, the lady next to me is my better half. She was the lady that said, "Let's open up a restaurant." I said, "Great." I should have got a 45 and blew my brains out. You know what I mean?
And mine too.
You know what I mean? But we had a 7-year run. It was the #1 restaurant in Las Vegas, my mother's house Italian Supper Club. We touched many hearts. What we've done, there'll never be another place like that, ever again. And people say, "Mike, you're going to open again?" Well, if I was 20 years younger, I would. But I'm going to continue the entertainment, because that's very, very important, okay? Because I feel in my heart I got the best show in Las Vegas. I said this all the time. There's a lot of nice shows, but it ain't the kind of talent that I remember. It wasn't in that caliber of the Treniers and the Vagabonds and all the great acts that are out there. And it's sad, too, because these kids, when I say kids, years ago they had lounges and they had budgets, and now they're playing pizzerias. They're actually doing pizzerias, they're working places, and as they're singing, they're doing tracks, and they got the TV behind them, and the game is playing. No one's paying attention to them.
It's a whole different world.
It's a whole different world. There's just nothing, because I had to physically open up my own place for me to perform, and I may have to do that again. It won't be a restaurant, it might be a nightclub. Because I got some people that's been hounding me, "Come on, Mike, let's open." You know, and I'm going to do what I'm going to have to do. But in the meantime, the lady next to me.
I am not bartending.
You don't want the job?
No, I don't want the job.
So, Laura, I want you to tell everybody how we met. People asked how many, since we're old people, think we've been married a long, long time. How many long do you think? 60 years, 80 years, 100 years? I go, no. Easy. No, nothing like that. I met her at Sienna's Deli. You know what I mean? Remember Sienna's?
I do.
Giancarlo, what a sharp dresser that guy is. He's one of the finest. Lord, double-breasted suits, incredible. Go ahead, honey. She said be nice. Go ahead, sweetheart.
What do you want me to say?
No, you're here.
How we met?
How we met? Because my version's different than your version.
Yeah, it is, because you don't remember it correctly.
I was a Chippendale dancer. Did you forget that?
I forgot you ran away with my change.
That's right. Oh!
That was
deep!
Well, I walked in. I was meeting a girlfriend for dinner, drinks and dinner. I had a girlfriend who came from the same place in New York that I did, so that we had a lot in common.
The women's shelter.
Stop it!
She's gonna kill you.
I can't with him.
Where was I?
The women's shelter.
So Christina and I went. We used to look for places that had music because we were looking for the 80s, 60s, 70s, whatever bands, and we couldn't find anything. So that particular night we went to Sienna's, and when I walked in, Christina was sitting at the bar, and Mike was standing next to her. And I said hello to her, and as I hugged her, I looked over her shoulder, and he looked at me and he smiled, and I said, "Oh, damn, I'm in trouble."
So she zipped up her wallet.
And she
Stuffed it in her purse.
I can't.
wait a minute. You're making your brother look like I'm, not.
No,
I'm on top of the world there, pal. Take it
so
easy.
he offered to buy us dinner, which was, those days.
Well, I had the EPT card.
EBT.
Oh, EBT? I don't know.
AARP.
Oh.
Why am I here?
I don't know. I'm questioning myself.
So he said he'd give those girls a drink, which I was impressed with because guys at that time didn't buy girls a drink. I don't think they do anymore.
I don't think
anymore.
So. No.
So it's old school, which really attracted because I come from an Italian neighborhood. Yeah. He was dressed unbelievably sharp. He reminded me of my dad because my dad used to dress like that. And so he did. He bought us a couple of drinks. We started to talk, the three of us. We had a great time. Then we went, I invited him for dinner, and he said, on one condition, that I pay for your dinner. And I was like, oh, okay, that's good. That's good.
They went from
So
a
that-
cheesesteak
that's how
to
we
lobster
met.
tail.
Moving on up.
And then I said, because those days I had a condominium and it was a beautiful place, and I had dinner at my house every Sunday. I had 15, 20 people because that's my bag. What I enjoy is that. My cigar, sorry, I enjoy that. I don't drink, I don't gamble, that's not my thing. It's my exotic cars. I love the car business because I love all kinds of cars. People know me, I have my Rolls and I just love cars. And I love cooking. That's what I like to do. It makes me happy. It's a piece of history for me, because it brings back the family that I lost. Even though the faces are different, the spirit is there. See, that's the key. The spirit is there. And Laura came over, and this is true. And she's really the first Italian girl that I ever went out with. I never went out with Italian girls. Never.
Oh, you've been missing
Never.
out.
Yeah,
Never.
he sure has.
Yeah, I never went out. I was married twice, but both Irish, which was, those days was taboo in my house because I was Italian. My grandmother had a mustache. All the girls I dated have to have a mustache.
Well, Italian girls
I
answer
did
back.
not have a mustache.
Right.
I didn't have a mustache.
No,
I didn't have one.
I didn't say you did I? I didn't say nothing about having
You
a
said
mustache.
all Italian girls have
No,
mustaches.
I didn't say that. I'm saying my uncle, my aunt Tess and Uncle Frank. They had two great mustaches.
They were that great?
They used to fight over the mustache wax because curl it up. And
Little curl is the
little curl is like beautiful. You know what I'm trying to say? When I got kissed when I left, I don't know if it was my Uncle Frank or my Aunt Tess that kissed me.
Listen, nowadays, buddy, they got some laser hair removal.
Oh, no, they have. So
Very
anyway,
good.
I'm cooking, and everybody was there, and I said, "Oh my God, dude, this is great." And I said, "Where's that girl at?" Now, when I have my own place, everybody, I did my own thing. You know what I mean? You know, as a man, I'm fanatic with my clothes and how I look and how my house is. I'm very funny with my home. And everything was in place. I said, no, don't do the dish. I got it. I got everything. Just sit down, relax. Let me take care of it. And as people were BSing, I'd be in the kitchen, you know, putting stuff away, wiping everything down. And I'm looking for this girl. And where do you think Laura's at? Laura's in the kitchen doing the dishes. Says, hey, what are you doing? Come on, go visit with your friends. I haven't seen that in a very, very long time. And the rest was history, you know. And we met and talked and fell in love. And, you know, and it was just great. And this has been a great part of me. Before I go any further, I have to say something about Sal Chiarelli. Sal Chiarelli, my buddy. My brother. Our brother. Sal was the greatest. He's in the Guinness Book of Records. Sal was my manager, my friend when we had the restaurant. Sal would say to me, what time are you going to be there in the morning, Mike? I said, I'll be there at 5. He said, I'll be there at, I'll meet you down there. And when I walked into that restaurant, that man had everything done. He had everything done. The sauce was on, the line was full. I mean, I was lost without him. And then one day...
And then you went to breakfast.
Then we went to breakfast, you know what I mean? But he wasn't like the other Sal. He wasn't an astronomer.
Oh, be nice. Be nice.
No, they're both good, hard guys. We go to breakfast. And anyway, he went to the doctor for a checkup. And the doctor said to him, sit down, I need to talk to you. He says, you got stage 4 bone cancer. And Sal looked and said, excuse me? I got what? He says, you got bone cancer. Well, anyway, Sal sold his house. Everybody had a big party at my restaurant. We said goodbye to him because I never thought in a million years that I would ever see him again. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about him. The power of the Lord. Don't ask me what happened. He is so healthy.
Amen.
He is so strong. Everything. We're talking bone cancer. Stop. So, and Sal was a tremendous believer in God. Tremendous believer in God. And I talked to him once a week. I said, what's going on? How you doing? How do you feel? He's feeling great. He's doing terrific. And that was 2 years ago.
He's going to the gym. He's
He goes to
going
the
out
gym.
for dinner.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah,
and
he's doing everything he used to do.
Right.
That's great.
He's doing everything. And Sal, we want you to know that Laura and I, we love you. We will
do. We
never
love him.
forget what you've done for us. You'll always have a special place in my heart. You know, it's a shame you never met my brother because Anthony came into my life down the line, and it's been a blessing, you know. And the other Sal took your place. It costs me a lot of money for Sal Santiago. Tremendous amount of money because he will not reach into his pocket.
I tried to stop him.
I'm not. He just won't reach in his pocket. He won't do it. He's that tight.
Sorry, Sal.
You know, he's tighter than a crab's ass, and a crab's ass is waterproof. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I crack it out of it.
I want to know what I'm laughing at. Was the crab's ass?
The crab's ass. That's it.
It's waterproof?
Yeah, crab's ass is waterproof. Sure, it's waterproof. It's a crab.
I didn't know they had asses.
Sure they do. Sure they
It's
do.
old news.
Michael,
Go ahead.
I want to say this. Santa Claus is
coming to town.
Is a movie.
It is.
It's the movie.
But I never watched it,
It's
man.
the older animation.
Yeah,
But I don't remember
you.
watching
so
that.
I just let you know, it's. I'm trying to
Listen,
tell you.
I
look,
know that
remember
you're.
this
I,
guy?
yeah, but I didn't watch that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You said you watched it last week.
I didn't. Oh, listen.
Look,
we'll talk about it
they
after.
have to-
But
Great.
here's my question. Here's my
Is
question.
this going to be long?
Yes, it
Because
is.
we're almost done.
That's all
Go
right.
ahead.
Don't worry about it. Here, that's my all-time favorite. What is your all-time favorite Christmas
We
movie?
talked about it.
Oh, yeah, It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay, next, Laura. What is your?
Would you like to sit over here? Because you're more than happy to pick up the tab and you can pay me. Okay? I would be happy. Instead of me paying you, you can pay me. How's that? Go ahead. What's your
Good.
favorite movie, Laura?
Scrooge.
Scrooge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Classic.
Oh.
Which one?
Which one is the one I like?
Well, there's two of them. There's a lot of them, but the one I
the guy
like.
that makes the great faces.
Well, that's Alistair Sims. That's 1951.
See, Mike narrates.
Yeah, because I know everything. I
As
know. I
things
love
coming up, he's saying what the guy's going to
Oh,
say
Anthony
next.
does.
It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Everybody does
Alistair
that.
Sims
That's great.
did 1951, and then you got Reginald Owen, who did 1937. That was another great movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was because what happens is in 1937, people didn't know why he hated his nephew. You know what I mean? Because the sister died giving birth.
Right.
And 10 years later, they expounded on that movie and it made it a little bit more just like It's a Miracle on 34th Street with Natalie Wood,
Yep.
you know, and Maureen O'Hara. Am I correct? Maureen O'Hara.
Maureen O'Hara.
Right. If ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. You got to watch that movie. Laura, is there anything you want to say to your great-grandchildren, your daughter, your granddaughter?
To all of my family, I wish you guys a Merry Christmas. I'll see you Christmas Day. And Cheryl, you too, honey. Thank you for everything you've done for us through the years with the restaurant. I appreciate that. I'm glad we're still in touch. And Gia, I love you very much. And I'm going to cry. So, Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you.
Don't cry,
love
honey.
you. I love you.
How about you, Anthony?
I have 19 great nieces and nephews that I absolutely love them all.
Wow.
And I like to, we high five you, you're pregnant in our family. So I like to say happy holidays to them and my regular nieces who always work hard with their children and do a great job. And of course, my mother, Mama Rowe, as we all know and love. Merry Christmas, Mama Rowe. My mother-in-law, my father-in-law, my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law. We got them all. So I'd like to say happy birthday,
Happy birthday.
happy birthday, Jesus.
Right.
Okay. And happy holidays to them all and everyone in South Philly that I don't really see. So God bless you all.
How about you, T?
Well, I'd like to say Merry Christmas to all of my family. Not going to name them all, but I'd also like to say that Christmas is the time of year when everybody's a little more kinder. Everybody's a little more forgiving, aren't they? This is always that time of year.
It
and
is.
if we can all just carry that into the new year and just feel that feeling every year and remember that our words have power and just speak life. Kind words go miles and miles. You don't even know what you can do just saying hi to somebody in the store or God bless you or anything. So just, we can all do our part. I know we can do better in this world.
Well, that's
In
great.
Jesus' name.
That's the way to do it. Well, I like to thank the dinosaur
I guess I'm not
for.
I'm serious.
Yeah, who am I going to thank? I like to thank Rick Manning. Rick Manning, all jokes aside, I want to thank this wonderful studio, his lovely wife over here, for doing a great job. The people throughout the year that advertise with us. Look, let me tell you something, folks. I don't need any advertisers. Trust me when I'm telling you. I got Kellogg's. But through Mr. Kellogg, he gave me the opportunity to make it affordable for other people to get them off the ground. I'm so happy to say, starting January, I took another 20,000 people. That's 40,000 people I'm going to be reaching, with this TV show. And I did the television show for one reason, because Kellogg said, Mike, stay in, I'm behind you, okay? Because sooner or later, you're going to be playing somewhere. Who better than you to promote yourself? Anthony, I want to thank you for being so kind. Next week is going to be a wonderful show because you're going to be with me, and we're going to do different spots, throughout the year of different people and talking about the highlights of what we got. And then starting January, I'm already sold out for January. I also got the Governor Bob List. Bob List is going to be on the show. January, I don't know if it's the second week or the third week. I got my buddy Mike DeBarry, the Greatest Drummers. That's the second show that we're going to do in January.
Mike DeBarry.
Yeah, my buddy Mike DeBarry. Mike wants to be a ballerina. He's doing a new thing. He's out there. So this is what I say to everybody. A friend of mine once said to me, if your heart's not right, you can never receive anything. And I said to him, what do you mean by that? And he looked at me and he said, Mike, your heart has to be right to receive forgiveness, love, and understanding.
Amen.
Listen to me what I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen. Your heart has to be right, because sometimes people's hearts are not right. And if you don't have Jesus in your heart and the Lord, You're going to be a lost soul, pal. Trust me when I'm telling you. Remember, I lost a kingdom, and God gave it all back to me as long as you believe. So we all like to say Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Christmas,
everybody. And we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. See everybody. See you next week. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
I forgot to thank all the little people I had. Are you looking to increase your business? Are you looking to take your business or organization to the next level? Well, look no further. The Michael Leonetti Variety Show has everything you need to become a great success. Contact us now to get all the information you need to take your business to the next level.